My brothers, I'm extremely honored, humbled, and filled with enthusiasm as I come before you and formally announce my candidacy for the position of Basileus of the Gamma Pi chapter of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. I have prayed hard and thought long before endeavoring to take this ambitious challenge. So I do it with the full appreciation of what it will take to uphold the standard of excellence that has been imbued in the fabric of Gamma Pi and passed down for 4 decades. So if elected as your next Basileus, I would like to share with you what my 3 primary objectives would be. First of all, I'd like to present a balanced budget that's based upon Gamma Pi's prioritized obligations and events. Now, we all know that throughout the fraternity year, Gamma Pi is presented with many pop-up opportunities. Those are things that were not programmed into the budget. A lot of times, these pop-ups are legitimate needs that may warrant our consideration and or engagement. And we can't turn our back on them. But what we would need to be able to do is to evaluate the future impact on our resources. My objective would be to strive to present a budget at the chapter workshop so that when we evaluate non-programmed initiatives, we will be able to simultaneously evaluate the impact on things that have been budgeted for. My second objective, you all know that I wholeheartedly embrace a robust MSP program that brings in new blood, fresh ideas, and vigorous energy. But as excited and as enthusiastic as we are about MSP, I want to see us demonstrate that same level of enthusiasm and energy towards reclamation and retention. My objective will be to retain our current numbers and have us set an attainable reclamation goal, a goal that we as a chapter can establish at our workshop. My third objective would be to initiate and execute a 100-day action plan. And that will be a plan that has been adopted and reviewed by us during our workshop. But I can't just roll into the workshop with the 100-day plan. We need to start planning for that well in advance of that. So if I were elected as Basileus, I wouldn't begin at the installation ceremony to begin planning. I would like to begin immediately. Within the first 15 days after the election is held, I would seek to meet with the current Executive Council and ascertain their perspective on areas in the chapter that are functioning well and identify those areas that need improvement. I would next want to meet with the committee chairs where we would do the same thing. Within 30 days, I would hope to meet with the incoming Executive Council and the transitioning Executive Council and lay out a plan that we think is sustainable and one that prioritizes those things where we have identified deficiencies. I would like to look at a 12-month calendar and make recommendations on events that we want to plan for the coming fraternity year. Next, within 60 days at our annual chapter workshop, I would seek permission from the existing administration to present our findings, our plan forward, but most importantly, to gain the buy-in and direction from the body on our plan. Based on the workshop, adjustments can be made, and at the very beginning of the fraternity year in November, we should be able to hit the ground running with an executable plan that we as a chapter have all agreed upon. Then thereafter, 60 days from the beginning of the fraternity year, it would be my plan to give the Brotherhood a status report along with metrics on how effectively we are in executing the plan that we put together in the workshop. And I keep saying that we have put together, and I talk about the workshop because it's not my plan. I don't want it to be my plan. I want it to be our plan, because if we collectively and collaboratively plan on the direction that we want to go in, I think that executing it will be more effective. But brothers, I want to end with that, and right now I would say that my key phrase in moving forward is going to be leadership through service. I seek your vote, I seek your support, and may God continue to bless the Gamma Pi chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity. Thank you, my brothers.